What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to What If EU4 started 100 years early. We're now actually beyond the start date, so it's not so relevant, but we've got a very different world going on, which is cool. Something we're not as used to. Where is the biggest differences? I guess Castile and England, although England's making a comeback, but pretty big differences. France much stronger than usual, at least at this point in time. 2 Sicilies instead of Naples. Austria just actually, I thought they were losing, but they just ate into Bohemia again. What else is new? Bavaria, North Germany is certainly different. Poland, Lithuania, no longer around. No Ottomans, it's probably the biggest one. They were very small, of course, at the start. Delhi is doing okay in India. They're slowly getting there. I think they must just have like permanent coalitions, because they're not really, no, I don't know, they're not really, I thought they'd go a bit faster, but maybe not. And China, constantly changing. Shun's now seems to be on the decline after being the number one in this region for quite a while. The Xia here have also emerged as maybe a new contender in the east, as well as Chagatai here getting quite big as well. So lots of exciting stuff to come today, hopefully. We'll hope anyway. The HRE, they're losing imperial authority at the moment. A lot of heretic princes. I don't know what's happened religion-wise. That would be why. A lot of mostly Protestant. Yeah, you're going to need to change that if you want to unite everything. Sweden just took, they just took the main Denmark province there. This one in the middle, Copenhagen. Guessing Copenhagen. There you go. That was a big one with, I think, the help of Bavaria. But yeah, that's good for Sweden. It makes the crossing easier as well in the future. I believe Portugal was in the Caribbean, so they are the first one here. So they'll slowly begin to get more powerful as well as they get more land. We'll see. I'm guessing someone might join them. I would hope it's not just Portugal, but you never know. Yep, Aragon's here. There you go, in Brazil. One of the first provinces you can get to in Brazil for Aragon. So there we go. At least someone will match them. Although they are allied, so they might just be dividing up between them, 2 of them. Fairly peaceful map. I see some rebels. That's it. In Europe right now. Wales has shrunk a little bit in that last war. Down to 2 provinces there. Yeah, I think England could beat Scotland now. They've recovered. I guess either through getting Ireland, or maybe they were just weaker when Scotland initially won. Might be to do with ideas. I don't know who's picked. What did England pick again? Trade and quality. Up against Scotland, who have gone offensive maritime. Yeah, that probably would put England in a better spot. Especially quality. Oh, that is not the Mamluks involved in this, I don't think. No, but it is. Oh, that's a big one. Injuids and Chagatai, both great powers, 6th and 8th at the moment. Delhi and Portugal. Okay, Portugal was winning, and then Delhi embraced the institution, I think, or one of them. They're one behind still. But yeah, the Injuids could struggle here. Oh, that is a big battle. Who won that? Chagatai lost. There was 100k there by the end of that, and they still lost. Okay. The Xia is... Oh, if they take all of this, they will start to look a lot bigger in the south. They do not take all of it, of course, but there you go. They took some more land. They will get stronger. They just need to avoid Shun for a bit longer, and Shun is at war with Japan. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, Shun does still have Goryu on their side. But at least they're occupied. Japan is actually here. So it could go either way. Does look like Chagatai is going to lose this to the Injuids, which would be a big victory for them. They're growing. Obviously, they're always under a bit of threat, bordering Delhi and the Mamluks. But if they can get to a certain size, then they'll be okay. Hopefully. I wonder if Galicia will come back. They took a bit of a beating off Muscovy. Definitely not as strong. I don't know if they've re-allied them. No. They have got a vassal who I've never heard of. I don't know where they are. Yotvingia. I don't even see that. It doesn't seem to border them. Somewhere on the map they have that, I guess. Is that one of these? No. Oh, that's this blue province. There it is. Okay, well that'll be pretty easy, I guess, to keep hold of. And they also have Wallachia, who is no longer that big. They need to find someone big, like who will be willing to do it. I don't know. It was not going to be Hungary. It could be Muscovy again when the relations improve. They're not rival to each other. Seems reasonable. Although Muscovy did take some land off them, so there might be some hard feelings there. It does look like Galicia will win this war pretty easily against Minsk, and oh, Poland is still just about around there. Yeah, Galicia should win that. They obviously won't be able to get to Poland, but they could get Minsk here. At least close up that hole in their borders. The Inuits, I guess they won, but obviously the war goal... Oh no, maybe they were losing by the end, to be fair. Chaghatay's troops are here. Either way, that war is over. The fact that a coalition just started suggests the Inuits did take something. Maybe a province or two. Speed 5, we may as well keep looking over the New World, it will go quite quick. Portuguese Caribbean, slowly growing. It's not quite a colonial nation yet, I think they need 5 provinces. Aragon going at a much slower pace. Of course, Portugal has bonuses, as well as both sets of ideas, exploration and expansion. Aragon only has one of those, I believe. Yeah, they only have exploration, and they don't have the ideas that will be helping Portugal to get there. Portugal also has this part of West Africa, and Castile has a little bit as well. Songhai has emerged from the fall of Mali. Kano's now here. Air as well. Ethiopia's still had a bit of a comeback. It's quite big. There's Shiwa here. Kilwa's doing quite well. Down here as well. Okay, what is going on? Galicia, you are struggling right now. Oh my goodness, yeah, that is not going to go well. I feel like we're heading towards a world where there's maybe 4 superpowers in Europe. Between like Portugal and Aragon as a team, France, the HRE with Bavaria, and Hungary as a friend, and then Muscovy. We might be heading towards that sort of world here. But yeah, this is not going to go well for Galicia at all. Hungary, I don't know who declared this, obviously that plays a role, but we could see a very big nation. Hungary, just straight up, yeah, 99 war score. There we go, there's the peace deal. A few nations released. Pereyaslav, and who's this one? Smolensk. Yeah, I think they were there. And Hungary also, I think, took some provinces. They definitely took this one, because I think that was the war goal. And it looked like there might have been some change this way as well, but definitely down here. Hungary growing. Maybe they could still have a big role in this. They are not a great power, surprisingly. But there you go. Also, the White Horde here is struggling against Shirvan. They don't border each other, so that'll be quite a weird peace deal, I'll imagine. Oh, okay, this is messy. Yeah, there's people all over the place in this one. Tajikistan is here. I believe that's a real country right now. So that can happen. You can get the tags mixed up. Actually, I don't know if it's spelt like that though. Maybe it's a different one. I don't know. It might be, it might not be. I don't know if it's spelt quite like that. But you can see some tags that will pop, some countries that will spawn that are modern nations, because, you know, there's such a big timeline. It can happen, you know, the AI will have the choice to release certain ones. In peace deals, you might see some weird, you know, countries show up hundreds of years early, for example. Which is cool, doesn't matter, makes it interesting. I think we did see that with one of the countries in Europe. Now the Teutonic Order's going after Galicia again by themselves. That doesn't say much for Galicia, does it? That doesn't say much for them here. They did they win that battle? No, yeah, they lost. They lost, okay. well, that Muscovy alliance might be may not be so likely now. I think Muscovy might be eyeing up a bit more for themselves. Saying that, they're not really doing much. Who are they at peace with here? Armenia and the White Horde. And they're just waiting for that to end. They're guaranteeing the Lithuanian order. Okay. There is an England-Scotland war by the look of this. Yes, it is. Okay, Scotland seems to have occupied all of English Ireland, but England making progress. I think we might see England return to normality here, obviously apart from the French coast in the south. France is just being very quiet. There is a peace deal here. Cyprus and Gelray again. I think, are they... I don't know if they're expanding here. It's hard to tell. I think they had this all already. Maybe they're just doing it so slowly we're not noticing. I don't know. They've been very chill. I think it might be because, I don't know, 15, 12. It's because I think it's because they're so much bigger than they would normally be. I don't know if they're being held back by that. They might just be going slow. They also don't have a powerful ally, which maybe puts them off. I don't know why they're so invested in Cyprus. It's fair enough for them, but it's a bit of a strange one, sharing knowledge. I don't know if maybe they already just see the Mamluks as like the only threat, so maybe they're just competing with them. I don't know how it works. I'm sure it's some sort of algorithm. Maybe that's what they're up to, you know, for them. Maybe they just only care about being number one, so they're only looking at Delhi, if they can see Delhi yet, Portugal, Aragon, both now 3rd and 4th, by the way, noticeably. Those two obviously allies. That can't end well, can it? Surely at some point they're going to disagree on something. They're not going to work together forever. Who knows? Maybe they will. The Jar being sieged out by Yuan. Maybe there's a Yuan comeback on the cards. Oh, England did peace out, but seemed to... oh, they're still at war with the Irish miners that they attacked, I'm guessing. But they did retake, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces that they got a lot back. They didn't get Northumberland back, which is originally England, but they did get Dumfries, so I guess it's a trade, right? Probably to do with war score. But yeah, England is now, once again, definitely the powerhouse, I guess, in the British Isles. Obviously the French thing might be a bit of an issue, but that's it. Obviously in the base game start, France, there's British land in France, which France has not had to deal with, I think, at all this game. I think they won that first war. If there was any, they got it back in that first war. And obviously then they even got across here. But yeah, it's not looking good for whoever this is. Vermont? Is it just them? Yep. And then that'll be the next part of England. But I don't know if they can form Britain. I don't know. I'm guessing that one of these could definitely be a prerequisite to form Great Britain. So that might get in the way of things. I see the Papal State just killed, was that Florence? That might have been Florence in red. It was a red province here. Not actually in Florence, but there you go. They've actually grown quite a bit up to Ferrara. There is a Ferrara that doesn't own Ferrara. There you go. Aquileia probably still, yeah, 50k. And they're still definitely the one to beat. Well, I guess the two Sicilies as well. The Injuids, oh, it was going so well for them, but yeah, they now seem to be at war with pretty much all their neighbours. So they will probably, yeah, they're in a coalition as well. Oman's not in a good spot. The Mamluks is here. That's not going to end well for them. Shirvan's grown quite a lot in this area. We are seeing more blobbing as the game goes on. Did these guys get released? That's a big question. They did. They're now allied to the other one province. Oh no, two provinces over here. Why did Hungary take this? I guess they can because of the sea connection. There you go. The borders will probably improve. I feel like the AI, left to their own devices and given enough time, can blob out sufficiently. Cannon Bornu's growing. Carabas does now exist. So there we go. Portugal with the first colonial nation. Aragon. They also have a 5-stack just wandering through the middle of the Amazon. But yeah, Aragon certainly going much slower. Who's this in pink? Mixtech. That's sort of growing quite nicely. No one in North America just yet, apart from the natives. Portuguese West Africa is growing. Is that oh, that is a colonial nation. Okay, that's concerning. Normally they don't get any of those, but that will be concerning for these countries, I guess. No peace deal yet for the Inuits, although oh, there you go, they are broken up, and we get an Iraq coming out of them, and I believe who else? Luristan here, and then they've mostly just been separated. In fact, the Mamluks are still in this war, so someone else released Iraq. The Mamluks will take something else. That is rough. Oman also got half annexed. Wait, how did that happen? Well, they must have separate pieced Oman, and someone else must have released this. Well, that's rough. I like how when you get these coalition wars, they release someone that wasn't even taken over in the first place. Doesn't matter though, it's cool that they're here. Welcome. Welcome to the action. Chagatai's name moved. That's normally how you can tell there's a small war going on with the big countries. Then the font tilts a little bit. This has grown from Bavaria northeastern Germany or whatever it's to Bavarian Western Europe, and yeah, they did grow a lot here. I don't think I acknowledged it as much, but yeah, they have Warsaw there. They have quite a bit. They have Memel. Sweden has got a lot in the Baltic as well, and they just beat Denmark again, and it ended before I got there. Oh, Milan v Aquileia. It's a big one. Oh, and Aquileia is allied to Austria as well. And Byzantium and the two Sicilies. That is a team and a half compared to all their neighbours. And yeah, Aquileia should pretty easily then. And they've hired Bavaria's army, just the overkill. Yeah, they're going to grow even more then. In northern Italy, which is, yeah, all out of the HRE, so all these wars are fair game for those countries. Surprised, I guess there must be there is negatives in there to attacking the Pope. So, you know, the Sicilies have definitely slowed down. I don't know if there's anything else causing them to slow down. I mean, if you have Aquileia on your side, you can probably find a way around the Papal State. To be fair, a lot of these places have huge armies. Look, the Papal State has 35. Sicily's have over 50k. Aragon's got like 100. So yeah, some of these places do have massive militaries. I think the economy might be inflating a bit more than it does in the base game because we've played that extra 100 years. I think it sort of goes a bit out of whack once you've started. Once it's left to the simulation. Well, Iraq didn't last too long. I don't know what happened there. But these guys just came and took all that territory off them. That's sad. I don't know what else the Mamluks took. But there seems to be another war. So the Inuits, their empire, it's risen. Now it's falling. The Jar seem to survive that issue with Yuan. Although Yuan's made a bit of a comeback here in the north. Manchu's falling. Who are our great powers at the moment? Delhi still leads France, then Portugal. Hungary has now climbed onto the list. It took them a while to show up, but there you are. They're up there now, 4th place. Might have been in that institution, certainly helps. Then it's the Mamluks, Aragon, Muscovy, and Chagatai filling out our top 8 for now. But yeah, Hungary climbing. They are pretty big. And I guess they can just keep going against Galicia. They're not going to meet much resistance in the south. The only thing that's obviously an issue for them is the Byzantium-Muscovy alliance. And actually Byzantium's now obviously got Aquileia too, which would just plough Europe into pretty big war if that was to all break out. England's got up now. They're going to finish off Wales and Tyrone Cornell there. So that will probably be very quick once this is sieged out. England is definitely on the comeback, which will probably worry France a little bit. I don't know, maybe. Whether or not England... I don't think either of them have allies, really. England's got Sweden now, though. That's pretty powerful. Sweden is certainly okay. They've not been attacked by Muscovy for a while, which might be to do with that England... No, it's to do with the Bavaria alliance, not the England one, but there you go. Bavaria, they were not a great power, right? Am I just think they were not, but I feel like they can, you know, they can call on the HRE, which kind of makes them one, even if they're not. I feel like they are. This is a very powerful nation. It's a shame we're maybe not going to see them unite. They're actually going to lose the emperorship as it stands, but never mind. Aquileia did grow into Milan. Yes, because the border was here before, so it's definitely at least a couple of provinces for Aquileia. England, did you not take Wales out after all that? You did not. Oh, I don't know what they were doing then. Maybe they just stole some money or something. I don't know if there's maybe a coalition threat or something they avoided. I have the whole world hating us there. No, not maybe a little bit, but I don't know. I think they would have been okay. But there we go. That will be it for today's episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.